Hello everybody, welcome to the stream, welcome to the Halloween special. We are live on YouTube Wednesday evening, a couple of days before Halloween, but seeing as we're likely to be trick-or-treating on Friday on Halloween, I know I will be. As a result of that, we're going to do the Halloween special tonight. And the first thing that we're going to do on Halloween special, the first service that we're going to run, is on the Riviera line. You can just see it underneath all the spiders and things that we put onto the stream on the overlay with the fancy logos and artwork that we've included for Halloween. We're going to do Harvest Market, which is a Halloween scenario. We're going to look at a few different sort of spooky Halloweens. If we log into your Xbox before 5 PM, you're okay. It went down at 5 PM. Okay. So there are some Xbox problems people have reported. If you're logged into your Xbox before 5 PM, you're okay. It went down at 5 PM. I logged into my Xbox around, I don't know, 5:30, 6 o'clock. I probably was already logged in. I don't know. I can't remember. Anyway, Xbox problems aside, we're going to jump into Harvest Market. It's a 25-minute scenario based on Halloween, and then we're going to look at other spooky scenarios as well. There's a couple within the game that we'll go looking for and try and play a few of them tonight. Anyway, so let's jump into it. Harvest Market is the first one. I'm going to turn the sound down here in my headphones because I feel like I'm shouting. There we are, that's better. I couldn't hear myself over the game music. So Harvest Market, we're going to jump into that. So you can't see that behind the logo and stuff, but it says the Harvest Market has come to Paynton, operate this service to the coastline and pick up passengers along the way. Also there are pumpkins and gourds and all sorts of other bits and pieces. Turnips for some reason. Apparently we're going to carve turnips. There we are. There's some pumpkins down here as well that haven't been carved, but there's pumpkins. So it seems Great Western Railways are celebrating Halloween in style, and we're going to do that. There we are. We're jumping into the cab. We're driving a Class 150 tonight, or certainly on this route. Master key, we'll get the keyboard out, we'll get that going on there. Get that set up as well. Get the headlights on. Apparently they were already on. There we are. Reverser. There we are. Unlock our doors as well. And then lock them again. And we're going to head to Tor. So we're off to down to Paynton. Like I say, only 25-minute service. Why are we not taking power? What's going on there?
The next station is Tor. This is a Great Western Railway service to...
Because we've got the brakes on. That's why. So we're going to accelerate out of Newton Abbot and down to Tor, where I assume we're putting out more pumpkins. So we will find out when we get there, I suppose. Accelerating up to 60. It appears that we are 2 Class 150 units. Not that you can see because we're in the tunnel. But yeah, two car units. So we're 4 cars. But yeah, running down to Tor on Halloween and the Harvest Market scenario. So if you are just joining us, that's what we're running. We are looking at spookier shenanigans on Train Sim World. Should have been ready for the speed reduction, but I wasn't paying attention. So we have got some kind of Halloween thing here. Halloween display there. So I'm going to have to carve some more pumpkins or something.
This is Tor. This is a Great Western Railway service to Paignton. The next station is Torquay.
I don't know why that alert only went out just now. It's weird. Discord normally alerts when as soon as I go live. Let me just send it in. So we have to carve those. And they've got some kind of candles or something in them. Why we're only carving turnips and not pumpkins, I have absolutely no idea. There we are, that's quite cool. Anyway, right, back in the train.
Great Western Railway service to Paignton.
And onwards to Torquay. In a minute. Not off to Torquay yet, we are waiting. Still loading passengers. There's nothing on the other side of the platform. It's the main platform that's got some pumpkins and stuff on. So let's leave Tor behind, head to Torquay and see what spooky goings on are happening there.
We are now approaching Torquay.
Please mind the gap between the train and the platform, and take care when stepping down in the train.
Ah, I see. So that's useful to know. This might be why it's turnips. People used to carve turnips for Halloween because they were the original vegetables used for jack-o'-lantern before pumpkins were adopted in America. There we are. So it didn't always used to be pumpkins that were carved at Halloween. It used to be turnips. Oh. Right, before we get up from there, let's lock the door. Unlock the door, sorry. Okay. Can't park there, love. She's become a little bit stuck. Anyway, right. So that's that done. And we'll head off to Paynton. So onwards to Paynton, 2 miles. And like I say, this is only a short scenario. I would have liked it to have been longer and there would to be a bit more to it than just carving pumpkins, but we'll see as we get to Paynton. We'll see if there's any more involved. But if that's all it is, it's a little bit disappointing. I had hoped there would be more to it. I do seem to recall there being a Halloween or spooky scenario on Niddertabarn, whatever it's called. That had a story sort of scenario that was all about ghost trains and things. So we will have a look at that in a little while. Do need to slow down as we approach Paynton?
We are now approaching Paynton.
Please mind the gap between the train and the platform, and take care when stepping down from the train.
So we're coming into painting now. Probably more turnips to carve once we get there. Like I say, 25-minute scenario. It's not very long at all. Well, I was hoping it'd be a bit more spooky. It seems that carving the pumpkins is the only thing you do on the route. It's a little bit disappointing. Anyway. We'll see what we have to do when we get here. Maybe there's more to do once we stop. We shall have a look. No pumpkins this side. We will cross over a bridge. We'll do it the safe way. And we'll see if there's anything down this side. Except that. Okay. Perhaps I should have gone the other way. I don't know. Can't get through that way. Never mind. Right. Anyway. Jump back over. We'll just jump in front. Climb through this way. Can we climb up? There must be something here. There's nothing here at Painting. There's no signs of Halloween activity at all at Painting. That's a little bit disappointing. I had hoped for slightly more in terms of Halloween shenanigans, but it would appear that is not the case. That's disappointing, I will say. Set headlight to tail only. Set the reverser to off. Set the master key to locked. Follow markers to the market. Ooh, okay. So we're headed to a market, wherever that is. We'll make sure we shut the door as well as we leave. I'm going to need to put the markers back on, so we'll do that. Harvest Market, this way. Ah, here we go. So the market is in front of the steam railway, which would be the sort of thing that the steam railway would do, I suppose. Carve the pumpkins. Carve the turnips even. There's another one there. Did they laugh? They laugh as we were carving them. That's quite cool. Not much on display at the market. There's a few foodstuffs and things. We got a gold medal for that. That was it. That was 25 minutes of running from Newton Abbot to Painting, carving some turnips. That's the whole Halloween scenario. That's a little bit on the disappointing side, I will say. Anyway, right. There is another Halloween scenario. Like I say, it's on Niedertobahn, one of the German routes. And he had said previously that we weren't going to look too much at German content. However, After a little while away from it, we're going to go back to it and have another look and start sort of examining German content a little bit more. If people say they don't like it, then we'll just go back to only running British content, but we'll see how we get on. I like some of the German content, purely for the scenery, if nothing else. Safety systems, yeah, I'm not a fan of the German safety systems, but certainly the scenic routes I quite enjoy. So, Niedertalbahn, it's down here. So there is a scenario here, I believe. It's called Glimpse into the Future. An evil ghost seems to have possessed the route. It's 30 minutes. It says it's difficult, and I've already completed it, but it is that one. We'll run it, we'll see how we get on. We've already completed it, but we'll run it again. Hey there driver, sorry to call you out, but a driver has reported a strange light on the line by Butzheim, or Budesheim. So we need to go and check it out. So this is our blue loco here, the 365. Quite a fun loco to drive. So let's jump on the 365 in the siding and go check it out. Don't let the mist fool you. There we are. Let's jump up there. Climb inside this one. See if I can remember how to drive it. Master switch. We'll do that on the keyboard. Nice and simple. Press the changeover button, which is this one. I don't know the keyboard control for that one. Go via location. Okay. Okay, so we are moving. Like I say, it's been so long since I've driven anything German. I've forgotten how to drive it. Quite a nice, interesting looking loco. This little shunter loco. Quite interesting looking. And this is quite a nice route as well. If you haven't ever played it, it's quite an interesting little sort of branch line route. down to the Go Via location, which is a kilometre away, to investigate some strange lights that a driver is reporting. What's that? A red signal? Mm. So there is a red signal ahead of us, and the fog rolls in. My lord, what is that? Oh no, it's fading away. Quick, go and have a look. I've never seen something like that before. It looks so futuristic. Dun dun dun. What could it be? It's both there and not there. It's fading again. Let's get out of here. Nobody will believe this anyway. Somehow I need to climb back up. There we go. So there's strange signals and signs appearing in Germany on the Nidkabal. What could they mean? Huh? What was that? I'm hearing sounds now. I don't know if that was me or just the game. A bit weird. we're stopping at the first station. At least we're going to try and stop. There we go. Have we lost the plot? Let's just move on. We saw nothing. Okay. So neither Felden. I'm not good with the German pronunciation, but that's where we're going. So we continue on. If there's something strange going on the tracks, who are you going to call? The Geekdaddy, of course. Of course you are. And the mist has now cleared again. Very mysteriously. We are speeding slightly. If you are just joining the stream, we are doing a couple of sort of spooky shenanigan scenarios and things. We've done Harvest Market, which Dovetail are doing tomorrow night with Harry. She'll be doing the Harvest Market scenario, which I found a little bit disappointing, I'll be honest. 25 minutes, and all you do is carve some pumpkin, turnips, even, along the way, and it's only 25 minutes. And there's not much involved. In terms of spooky scenarios, this one is a little bit more spooky in that you're driving along the Niedertalbahn railway in Germany, and there's some strange and mysterious signals cropping up. Strange things are happening. Stranger things. There we are. Have a Halloween link. Continue onwards on a run. I really like this route. I haven't played it in such a long time. I'd sort of abandoned German stuff for a long while, like I say. We said we weren't going to do any more German content. But I've forgotten just how scenic they really are. 1.5 kilometers to Niederdorfelden. Niederdorfelden? Well, we'll see what is going on after this. So we're running along the route. We've already encountered a mysterious, futuristic light. We're not sure what it could mean. Speeding ever so slightly now. Let's slow ourselves down. We need to move forwards. Oh no, it's happening again. Quick, let's get out of here. Permission to go faster than line speed. Just go. So we can see the futuristic signal ahead of us. The mist has rolled in again. There's the signal. Two pairs of signals. And then we're just making our way out of the mist and the mysterious, with a need to maybe call the mystery gang. Who knows? They're not hanging around, that's for sure. Reward earned. Was that another one that was there? No idea. So we continue on with the mist still surrounding us. pick up our speed a little bit. One 1.8 kilometers from Bad Vibau siding, or Vibo siding, track 6. Which is where we're heading to. With the mist thicker than ever now. I can barely see a thing out the window because of the mist and the fog and the yeah, anything could happen. Try and accelerate a bit, try and maintain that speed. If you are just joining, we are trying to play Train Sim World 6. Of course, we're trying to look for the more sort of spooky and strange scenarios. This one is on Niedertalbahn, which is one of the German DLCs. And we're trying to work out why we keep seeing strange signs and signals. So we stopped a bit short there. Let's move up to the stop marker. over the stop marker, so we might need to reverse back to it. I just really hope this is for the dream. Let's see. And that was that one. So there were a few weird signals, and then yeah, not a lot else. There we are. The Halloween scenarios, they're a little bit few and far between, it will be said, but we'll see what other strange goings on we can find on the various routes. Let's have a look. Trying to think if there's any other unusual scenarios. So let's see what we can find in the way of unusual scenarios. I'm just going to have a look at Bremen Oldenburg. I don't think there's anything in the way of Barnstracker, Salzburg Road. We'll have a look, we'll just go through and we'll try and find some scenarios. There's nothing there. Some of these routes I've barely played. It's got to be honest. That's a Christmas spirit. It's worth noting that there's a Christmas scenario. Misty Morning Star. Snow. I really thought there would be a few more. Clinchfield. I wonder. Cardiff City. I doubt there's any sort of St. David's Day. Unexpected delivery. Adverse condition. No. There's got to be a strange scenario somewhere. Raising the shed. Cargo line. There is Christmas to the Cross, Weather Road, Brunel Nature. Rail tours. I don't know. I don't think there are any more Halloween themed scenarios. So maybe we'll just run a service in a minute. New Year's Eve. Fun around the Firth, coming full circle, high wind, scattered spares, railway rubbish, folder. Cheese to meet you, melted ice rail recovery. Yeah, nothing really in the way of Halloween scenarios. There's very few and far between. Are you local? On guard. It may be that we just run a series of services just to try and London commuter. Nope. Remember the 5th of November. It's not. There is a Halloween service right there. There we go. We found one. Amelia's just given you a bingo as well because she has just heckled me. So let's clear the board. Stop now. Let's clear the bingo card off. And give you the heckle. So here we are then on the Goblin line. Good evening. You'll be operating a special Halloween themed service. The barking. We have to talk to this chap over here. His hair is frightful enough without anything else. I think one on the Goblin line. Thank you, Dougie. Yeah, we found it. Good evening and happy Halloween. What do you think of the decorations we put up? Good, right? Anyway, tonight should be a straightforward run down to Barking. Just to remind you, the weather has been forecast to get worse, so remember to keep an eye on during your journey. As in this fog, some hazards are difficult to spot. Anyway, I won't keep you any longer. Oh, I need to put it on the Xbox screen, don't I? Sorry. I won't keep you any longer. So have a good night and a safe journey. Thanks. See you later. Right. Off we go, sunshine. Into our class 710. And we jump in the seat. And it's a little bit dark, but we'll try and cope with it as best we can. Set the master key to N. To in, sorry. Set the reverser to secure. We'll put those on as well. I kind of want all of them done. TP. AC select button. Pantograph up. Headlight marker light. We want nighttime lights. Gosh, they're a bit bright. I'm gonna go here, open the panel door, and turn on that one. AWS operational. Thank you very much. And unlock the doors. Those lights seem very bright for nighttime lights. There's a day. Day. Night. They seem much brighter. I don't know why. There we are. Anyway, here we are on the Goblin line. We're doing a Halloween scenario that we've managed to find. Let's lock our doors and make our way to the next station. It said lock doors. Again, I had this bug earlier on Birmingham to Crew. It locked the doors, it did it, and then it came up again saying lock doors. There we go. So, they just want me to do it twice. Now they're open again. So, I don't know. Bit strange. It's a bug we didn't have before that we now do, it would seem. So we accelerate away from here and head towards Upper Holloway. Those lights are very, very bright for nighttime use. Whether it's because of the fog and the mist, it's making it. I mean, it's those are daytime lights. They're no better. The nighttime lights are, yeah. How are we supposed to see? Oh, there we are. So Upper Holloway platform 2, next stop. No, they're not too bad when they're not in the fog, but the fog is making it almost impossible to see where we're going. Or, yeah, what's ahead of us rather. Let's unlock our doors and see what's going to happen next. I must have done this scenario before. I don't remember doing it, but it said I had completed it, so. Well, let's lock our doors and see what's going to happen next. am struggling to see anything ahead of me as a result of the fog. And I'm sure these aren't the right lights. If I turn them off, can't see a thing. We are speeding severely. I haven't really seen anything unusual yet. Anyway. Lock our doors again. Off to Haringey Green. Sorry, Haringey Green Lanes, I should say. off to South Tottenham in the next stop. Still haven't really seen any spooky goings on, apart from the fact that it now appears to be raining or snowing. I'm not really sure what that is supposed to be. Did it snow? Apparently it snowed in London on Halloween. I'm not sure what that's all about. Maybe that's part of the spooky goings on. Who knows? Speeding. I keep forgetting it's like 30 on this route. It's not a high speed route at all. Let's unlock our doors here. Black Horse Road is the next stop, and then various stops on the way to Barking. Black Horse Road Platform 2's next stop. Apart from the fact that it's snowing in London in October on Halloween, spooky shenanigans have been few and far between. But there we are. Oh, and we've got thunder and lightning as well, just to add to the effect, I suppose. And I've got no arrival times again. It seems since Birmingham Crew came out, there'd be more problems on this game than anything else. One of the passenger doors has reopened by itself. So that's more of a train fault than it is yeah, I mean, more of a train fault than a spooky happening. It's almost as if even at that stage that they brought Goblin Line out, they were testing train faults. Not so much a... how do I get back up into the cab? Where's the cab door? Let's do that, then we'll see. Right, step up. That was hardly a spooky goings on, was it? Like I say, the spookiest thing to be going on this scenario is the snow in October in London. That's the spookiest and strangest thing to happen. Okay. It's slight overshoot anyway. I was going a little bit fast. Anyway, majority of the train is where it needs to be. Can't argue with that. Onward to Leighton Midland Road. Yeah, it doesn't seem so spooky as snowy. So where are we with regards to stops? We're at Wanstead, we've got Wood Grange and Barking to go. That's about So Woodgrange Park and Barking are the next two stops. Obviously we're terminating at Barking. I'm going a little bit quick going into there. Bit of an overshoot. Maybe a little bit. It'll be alright. Here we are then at Barking. In terms of spooky goings on, there was a door that opened by itself, and the snow and rain. Not the spookiest of shenanigans. None of these Halloween scenarios are all that spooky. I'm beginning to think that perhaps they don't want to focus too heavily on the spooky and the surreal in Train Sim World for Halloween. I'm beginning to think that perhaps a specific Halloween themed game might have been better for this evening. But yeah. There we go. We've only got about 15 minutes left of stream. I think that's as good a place as any to end. We're going to end a little bit earlier tonight, just because we've run. There's 3 services, and I don't think there's another service that we can do in 15 minutes. So we're going to end a little bit earlier. I'm going to wish you a happy Halloween, because I won't see you before that. I don't think. Anyway, have a good one. We'll see you next time. Take care for now. Bye bye.